Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner for over 35 years. And in this video, we are talking about the Gallagher brothers, Oasis, my favorite band of all time. So my good friend Trevor Colt was talking about them in one of his videos. And he said that there are some tour protocols going on with them that are going to keep Liam and Noel separate so that they presumably don't squabble, fuss, and fight and ruin the tour. So I had actually predicted this when I heard they were doing the reunion. I talked about it with my buddy Rob Akampora. He is a good friend of mine from 100 years ago, radio DJ, awesome dude. He is one of the people on the Psychic News Report with me and some other psychics. We are on hiatus for an undefined amount of time from that channel, but we may be bringing it back, and it's just due to some time constraints that all of us have. We're all working on some other side projects, so we will bring that beat back pretty soon. But we talked about the Oasis reunion, and I thought that I had asserted that my feeling was I don't want a happy Gallagher brother reunion. I still want them a little bit spicy. I want them to have a little bit of behind the scenes. I just want them a little bit spicy. They're not the Gallagher brothers if they're not scrapping a little bit. So Trevor said today, it is Sunday the 20th, I think he did it today, that there are protocols that they're going to be separate. So I'm using my classic rock tarot. It is from Parisi Studios. This is an awesome deck. It's a little bit expensive, worth every penny. I want you guys to run out and get it. I'll put a link to Parisi Studios in the description here. I do love this deck, especially for my rockstar readings. So let's see if this announced protocol, because let's face it, they announced it, it's out there that they're going to be separate. If we're just creating some tension between the two, if we're getting, the idea behind going on a roller coaster and all the clickety clackety noise that a roller coaster makes, the roller coaster actually doesn't make that noise. They put that in there to make you a little bit nervous. Now modern day roller coasters we're speaking about, they put it in there so that it feels a little bit unstable. So are we getting a roller coaster effect from the Gallagher brothers and their management? Are they doing this to us? By the way, they are coming to the United States. I am going to do anything I can to get tickets to that. So let's see. Is this discussion of keeping them separate, is it necessary evil, or is it PR? Necessary evil here, PR on this side. Necessary evil, the Page of Wands, PR, the World. So I stand corrected. I do think that this is a necessary evil. I think they do need to keep them separate. So let's see how this protocol is going to work for those Gallagher brothers. And let me know in the comments down below, you team Liam or team Noel? I am team Noel all the way. Team Noel for me. How is this protocol going to work? What are we looking at with these reunion shows? Woo! Two of Swords, keeping them separate. And I love that it came up as Paul McCartney and John Lennon, keeping them separate to the Paul McCartney. King of Cups, and then King of Pentacles on the bottom, Ace of Cups back there with Ace Frehley. We have King of Swords and the Two of Cups. This says that they really do need to be kept separate. Tigers in their cages. They need to be kept separate so that they don't cause a ruckus. That's really what we have to do. If we want to have these reunions, and I am telling everyone, if they don't make it to America, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna absolutely freak out. I do have a reservation to stay in the bins or the caravan with the fitness hutch and his lovely bride Mel. I've already put my reservation in. I didn't give them a deposit, but I told them I will sleep in their bins to go see Oasis in the UK. But this looks like they really do need to be kept separate. So we have the Ace of Swords back here. Or Ace of Cups, I'm sorry. Ace of Cups, they really do need to do this. This is an opportunity to not only gift their diehard fans from back in the day, but to bring in a whole new demographic of listeners. This is going to the kids that are in college, the kids that are headed to college. This is going to bring Oasis back into focus for some of them. The quality musicianship is going to have a rebirth at this point. We're going to see that. So it's coming. It is coming. I love this. Keeping them separate is really key. They really don't want them discussing anything even right now. It's like, no. You guys are good. You guys are good. Everything's great. Everything's great. We're just going to not talk to each other until we get these shows online, and then we'll just kind of take it from there. King of Cups, they both still have some emotional scar tissue and very much in danger of doing this King of Swords, bringing out that energy where they are splitting it down the middle and going, no, I'm not doing that. That is outside of my likes, dislikes, etc. King of Pentacles, under the surface, they are going to make buckets of money from this. Not only does this bring in a whole new phase of listenership, but they are going to be bringing in buckets of money. And that is how they are. And I think Liam is not as well placed as Noel financially, if I'm correct. So I think that is really how they kind of keep them in line. Like, I think they're putting the financials ahead of everything else. Like, hey, let's talk about, what the ticket sales are. Let's talk about, what the projected, the forecast for the American shows is going to be, and we'll just keep kind of adding that up. So I think that is really looking good. Two of Cups, they've got teams upon teams that are serving those two, and as they should. They are rock and roll royalty, in my opinion. They really are, and well earned. They are not just these vapid rock stars like some that we see right now, pop stars, rap stars, those kinds of things. They're not just a manufactured product. We really do have some notable significant talent here that needs to be cultivated and taken care of. I still think that Noel Gallagher is one of the most amazing writers of all time. I do like Liam's voice. I do like the whole tension and vibe between them. So how do they see themselves? Queen of Cups in reverse. They're going to push their own agenda individually. How do others see them? Page of Cups. Remember what I said. We've got Ace of Cups here, which is job listing is posted. We send in a CV. An opportunity has erupted. This is the Page of Cups is we have seized the opportunity. We have accepted the position, and we are day one on the job. So others see them as day one on the job. There is a lot of structure around this, but note, there are a lot of kings, there are a lot of cups, there are a lot of twos. We've got a lot going on here, guys. Very, very wild here. Hopes and fears is that we are Four of Wands home. We return to the Beatles. Wild again, because Noel Gallagher and I believe Liam are very, very strongly influenced by the Beatles. We have both of the Beatles cards in this Parisi Studios deck showing up. So we have final outcome. We have the Two of Cups here is the immediate outcome. We've got two separate tracks. Everybody's happy. We're in the upright. Anne and Nancy Wilson, even though they're not getting along right now. And we have the final outcome is the Hanged Man, Brian Jones. So let's talk about that hangman. The hangman in tarot is learning from past experiences, looking at the experience with a backward view. We're going to take all of what has happened between point A and now the current moment, and we're going to consider it and look at it. This is an actively stagnant card, if that makes sense. So what we're doing is we are thinking and looking at perspective, but we are not moving forward just yet. So I think the future has to be written with these two, but I think the management of the two of them is very much strongly gripped, let's put it that way. But I think as the reunion shows unfold, we'll see more. Let's just do one more thing. Is there a planned kerfuffle? Does management want to plan a kerfuffle like the MTV show where Liam refused to sing and Noel was forced to sing? I loved it. I thought Noel was great. Is there a planned kerfuffle between the two of them to generate another show, more shows, a bigger tour? I still think that they're going to do a bigger tour next year. Is there a planned kerfuffle? Ace of Wands, Brian May. 5 of Pentacles and Ace of Swords. I think there's a planned kerfuffle, guys. I think that a kerfuffle, I'm just going to keep saying kerfuffle. I think there's a planned disruption. What is the end goal for that? 2 of Cups, we split up. Do we reunite again next year? We sure do. We sure do.
Kept saying kerfuffle. I kept thinking of Marty Fufkin.
Artie Fufkin?
Marty Fufkin.
Polymer Records?
Yep.
Where's Christine? Where's my photographer? Bobby Fleckman. Name that movie. Oh, Bobby Fleckman. You don't talk so much. You know. You put a greased, naked woman with a glove and pushed in her face. I think she says pushed.
It's very sexy. Yes, very sexy.
It's a very subtle difference. All right, so I do think that there's a planned kerfuffle, guys. Sorry for spoiler alert. I think they're going to have a planned kerfuffle, and I think it's going to be at the end of these reunion shows so that they can do a do-over, have a mulligan next year where they come to the table and are back together. I think they really do put that back together after the reunion so we have the reunion shows this year. They have a kerfuffle. They put it back together for an actual tour next year, another series of shows, and then they launch separate endeavors after that. I think this is all part of a business plan. Sorry if I'm spoiler alerting. I love Oasis, but these are my predictions. So let's go, Tarot fam. If you want your own magical reading from me, you can book one down below. This was great. I really enjoyed this. I hope you did too. Thank you so much. And I will see you at the next Oasis show in the future. Bye-bye for now.